Hey everyone, Chris here from fulllifefreedom.com. Hope you're all doing well, and today I just wanted to give you this video to help you understand why Kindle publishing in 2016 is still a great opportunity to get involved with. So, just to give you a bit of a background, Kindle publishing has been around for 6, 7, 8 years now, and over that period of time, people have become aware as to why Kindle publishing is such a great platform to make money on. It's very low barrier of entry, meaning it doesn't take too much money that you have to invest to start building up a portfolio of assets that are going to continually make you money over time. And also, very simply, Kindle is pretty much everywhere. Everyone's usually sees people with a device out in public. So Kindle's not a new thing. Kindle publishing is not a new thing. But in 2016, it's kind of with Kindle publishers growing and growing, and so many people understanding as to how they can make money, and a lot of people are now making money into the thousands, if not tens of thousands, every single month, and helping to sustain a Kindle publishing business online. So, I'll give you 3 reasons as to why Kindle publishing in 2016 is still a fantastic opportunity and is probably only ever going to get better. Okay, reason number 1. First things first, to give you a bit of a background knowledge as to what's been going on, maybe in roughly the past 10 months to a year now, up until this point in April 2016. What's happened is the way Kindle publishing works and how they pay out, they pay 2 ways. One, through paid sales, and through royalties that are per pages read through a book when a Kindle book is borrowed through Kindle Unlimited and their kind of platform as to people pay $10 a month and they can borrow 10 books at a time and return them without actually having to buy them. They spend $10 a month and they have access to all the books that are enrolled in KDP Select, which is what publishers are able to enroll the books in to make it available to be borrowed for free. Once it's borrowed for free though, very simply, how a publisher gets paid is per pages read. And at the kind of this time in April 2016 now, when I'm publishing and doing this video, it's around about, I think it's just shy of half a cent per page read. So what happened in the previous kind of 8 to 10 months, maybe a year or so, is that people strategically found a way how to get more pages read when things are borrowed or when their books are borrowed. And very simply, they just make the books longer. They are able to capitalize, or were able to capitalize, on making their books as long as they really wanted to, within reason. But from that, they was able to get people in other ways and methods and kind of tricks to get back to the back of the book. And what happened is Amazon would usually count every single page within that content that the book was borrowed and pay out on every single page. Although the actual person who was borrowing the book wouldn't actually read every single page. So people were making a lot of money through that, but I'm not going to get into the ins and outs as to whether that's a good thing, bad thing. To be honest, in the long run, and why at this point, a couple of months on after Amazon cracking down on these publishers, why it's only a good thing for people who actually want to build a long-term sustainable business through Kindle Publishing Direct or Kindle Direct Publishing. So the reason is people were throwing up books that were loaded with content but weren't, to some extent, I came across people who were uploading books that were just repeated 40 times over. So it was a lot of crappy content out there. But why this is a good thing and why Kindle Publishing in 2016 is still a great opportunity on this particular reason is because people who were honest or who are honest are able now to go through the process and make money in a legitimate way. But here's the thing, why it's great right now in this particular manner is because 2 months ago, I think it was February, March, somewhere at that time, Amazon put a cap on how many pages could be paid out for on a book being read, and that cap was 3,000. Now what that did, it was dramatically reduce everyone's payouts who are utilizing certain methods to get the pages read into the thousands and thousands. So right now, 3,000 is the cap. At just shy of 0.5 cent per page read, it becomes still a very good money-making opportunity. But people, thousands of people, and by the way, I do mean literally thousands, as I've been watching kind of over the Kindle publishing industry in the markets as to how many people are involved in this. Thousands have literally dropped out of Kindle. Thousands of publishers. So what that means is now it's kind of a blank slate, a fresh opportunity for people who want to get involved and want to make serious money and building a long-term business in the right, correct way, which would be bit by bit, incrementally building up a portfolio. So, reason number one, as I said, so many people dropped out. Literally thousands of publishers have dropped out from publishing and give up the game from making money through Kindle publishing because they understand that it requires a lot of work to get to the point of making the same amount of income they were through using their certain tactics that they were doing. Okay, reason number two as to why Kindle publishing in 2016 is great is because I've been doing a bit of research on this. Very simply, you've got to remember Kindle and Amazon are worldwide, they are global. Now, the dominant markets, usually 3 or 4, which is the US, UK, Canada and Australia. But here's the thing, what people aren't understanding. They are still open to the rest of Europe, Japan, India, etc. So they are global. Now, I did a bit of research on this. Over 200% in growth through Kindle and Amazon in the whole, but Kindle specifically, over 200% growth on last year with Kindle in India. Now, people think, obviously being a kind of a third world country, how many people are going to be able to buy a book or get their hands on a Kindle device, and how many actually people speak English, and the content that usually you're probably going to publish through Kindle. And here's the stats. One, there's over 1 billion people, but I think it's 1.2 billion people in India. Now, 10%, or it's actually 10.11% of the 1.2 billion people that are in India speak fluent English. Now, what that equates to is exactly 125 million plus, thereabouts, give or take a little bit. 125 million people that are able to speak fluent English and able to consume the content that you're publishing on Kindle. Here's the other thing. Kindle devices, the actual Kindle devices themselves, are dropping in price. Now, the accessibility to them just means it's broadened its market because they're more affordable. In India, you'd be surprised how many people out there own a Kindle device. I have a very close personal Indian friend who's able to tell me that Kindle devices are a lot more common than you would think in India. And with 125 million people being able to speak and read fluent English, then that opportunity people aren't disregarding or understanding is that, yes, they may be focused on the US market, but Kindle in India is growing steadily 200% year on year. So it's still a fantastic opportunity, and people are not really marketing to that kind of demographic in that area when they should be. So that's number two, and I think that's kind of, it's kind of give you a big overall. That's just India, that's just one place. So very simply, the third reason why I still think Kindle publishing in 2016 is a great opportunity is because overall, Kindle themselves is only growing. Now, what I mean by this is that put it this way, they're not losing money. Amazon themselves are still running the platform and making a profit on Kindle platform itself and Kindle Direct Publishing. But here's the thing. People think Kindle, ebooks, but there is a few other methods in which people can consume your Kindle ebook. Two other ways would be CreateSpace, which is a paperback book, which people should utilize more. Now, all that means is all you have to do once you publish a Kindle book, you just need to get a CreateSpace cover done for the book and it to be formatted, the original content from Kindle, into the CreateSpace formatting, which To be fair, it's fairly simple, and guess what? It doubles from one asset to two, meaning there's another way, sorry, that Kindle, the book and Kindle can make a profit. So the third other way is also ACX. Having your Kindle content transcribed and translated into an audiobook through ACX. Now, this one's a bit more tricky, a bit more involved. There's a bit more of an investment with it because you need either yourself, in time-wise, the time investment for yourself to record the book and read it aloud for people to consume that and to be uploaded, and also the way you record it is, Amazon are a bit picky about, what's kind of right, certain levels of, pitch, etc. Or you can spend a little bit more money and have someone translate it and read it out aloud for you. And then that can be done through Fiverr.com, other ways, and these other platforms, which I'll go about through in another video as to why you can still make money greatly with the other three platforms, just from Kindle, which is obviously CreateSpace, ACX, Kindle itself, and you can also make a perma-free book, which I'm not going to go into right now. But here's the thing, guys. Just to summarize, thousands of Kindle publishers have actually dropped out, meaning there's less competition than you'd actually think. There's still a hell of a lot, and it's still quite saturated, but still, there is more opportunity now that all the people who were utilizing certain tactics have gone away. Number two, market is growing. India market is growing 200% year on year currently, and there's over 125 million people who are able to consume your book in India alone. Japan, Germany, France, Spain. There is people who still live in these European countries who are able to consume your content in English. Third way, very simply, you've got CreateSpace and ACX. That means you can have three different ways of selling the same content with, to be fair, probably minimal investment, whether it be financial or time-wise. It can be done either through yourself or you can pay someone else to do that. But guys, just in summary, that's the way it is. 2016 is still a fantastic opportunity for Kindle, and anyone who says otherwise, think about it this way. Audiobooks, CreateSpace or paperback books, or even e-readers, can you see how books being consumed in that content form going away? No, they're only growing. So that's what to give you, kind of my 2 cents on that. And hope you understand that if you are thinking about getting into Kindle publishing, or you're just in the early stages and still playing about with it, thinking, is it still, or you're on the fence as to if it's still a great opportunity or not, here's the thing. Understand the market is only going to grow. And the better thing is, so many people have now left that platform and that competition. Anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed what I've had to say. And for more videos, click a like. Hopefully, if you get any questions, comment and subscribe. Peace out.